Let's now enter the creative and sustainable world of FANCOCO. This startup transforms coconut waste into a multitude of aesthetic and functional objects. From wine glasses to earrings, find out how FANCOCO is reinventing recycling for a greener, trendier lifestyle. Our journalist Aïdasso Euloge traveled to Cotonou to share this fascinating report with us.
FANCOCO has a varied dimension in the manufacture of its objects with coconut derivatives.
Gallery promoter Dame Annie Randolph works with a number of craftspeople, including FANCOCO. FANCOCO is a startup that recycles coconut waste by transforming it into decorative products and useful everyday life objects. Wine glasses, drinking cups, soap dishes, pen holders, lampshades, earrings, buttons, the list goes on. Recovering this waste begins with sorting.
We have to sort simply because we have to remove the waste inside, and not only that, we sort according to the item we want to produce.
The work continues in the workshop until the finished products are produced. For the promoter, the aim of recycling this waste is to help protect the environment.
Coconut shells generally spend 12 years in nature before degrading. So every time we throw them into nature, they are so resistant that in the rainy season, they act as rainwater receptacles in which mosquitoes multiply easily. We are also taking part in the fight against climate change because every time households buy these drinking cups from us as a replacement for plastic cups, we are limiting the production of plastic cups. But we are also limiting the CO2 emissions of the companies that manufacture this plastic packaging, and we are limiting plastic waste in nature.
According to Benin's National Institute of Statistics and Demography, activities in the coconut sector generate 100,000 tons of waste every year. The waste consists of branches, mainly coconuts, that people eat and then throw into nature. This is a real problem for big cities like Cotonou, Ouida and Seme-Kopoji today. According to environmentalists, coconut waste recycling helps preserve the environment.
This waste could degrade the landscape, pollute the air, contaminate the water and the soil, and so on. But it's a good thing when we recover these husks to make art objects of all kinds.
A whole value chain is being created around recycling coconut waste, which means job creation and business opportunities.
It generates added value, of course. It adds value to the portfolio and increases household income, which can help combat the rife unemployment in these towns. When we look at the value chain, the primary seller of the coconut can sell it for 75 or 100 francs. But the intermediary who comes to display it and sell it to the buyers can go for a maximum of 200 or 250. When you look at the final product, these materials used are expensive, so it's much higher than the primary cost of coconut. It also contributes to creating a circular economy because waste is no longer thrown away. It is recovered and put back into the cycle to have a second life.
Given the many advantages of recycling coconut waste, the government must be able to create an environment needed to promote this value chain.
The state is in the process of implementing a policy that will enable our coastlines to be greened, And this activity will create more coconut waste and therefore more raw materials for these local industries. The state must therefore be able to support these promoters by promoting their products and setting up the appropriate commercial framework.
Meanwhile, FANCOCO is diversifying its customer base, which includes households, businesses, hotels, and tourists.
This trust has been built up and is maintained between FANCOCO and the consumers of our products.
Here are some of the testimonies of FANCOCO's customers.
The buttons are made by FANCOCO. The customers are very, very satisfied because when I offer them the product, I emphasize the work that has gone into it. The accessories, in particular the FANCOCO buttons, and I think that I can read in them the pride they take in wearing this shirt, which is totally made in Benin. FANCOCO has a promising future. When visitors come, they're attracted first and foremost because it's a product that's been worked on and shaped. It's admirable and something to be encouraged.
Recycling coconut waste gives it a second life and creates a value chain with multiple environmental, social, and economic benefits.